Money was created to serve us. However, we have created a situation, society, where we now serve money. And when we serve money, we operate from a place of scarcity. And this is often why, when you are trying to build a business, if you are approaching it from a place of scarcity, you start to struggle to actually make the money that you desire. Hello, hello, beautiful people. What? Hello. If this is your first time encountering me, I'm Tanya. I'm a business coach and marketing strategist, and I work with people of influence, such as authors, influencers, content creators, coaches, to leverage their brand, propel they to leverage their brand, create a magnetizing marketing message, and also attract high paying clients and premium opportunities. And that could be speaking, but I also work with speakers. So the funny thing is, I'm recording this video on a Sunday, and it's Sunday the 15th of May 2022. And usually on Sundays, I do no work, no work, rest, do that jazz, and just like meditate and work on myself, mindset wise, and everything else. But what happened today is like for the most part of this week, I had been pulled to speak on money mindset. I had been pulled to speak on self leadership and those type of conversation, even though at the time my content calendar looked different, but I just felt God needed me to speak, and with my but to listen and actually speak on this, because I feel like there's a message somewhere here for somebody. So this is kind of like wrapping up, because as of today I actually even sent a newsletter, which I never do on a Sunday, and I sent a newsletter to my email list speaking about the money mindset, and this is kind of like tying it in the bowl and actually speaking about it from my own perspective. And yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, share with somebody, and check out the description box for some free gifts, for some free courses that I offer that could help you create a business that serves you. Let's jump into this conversation, because I am going to try to keep it as short but as effective as possible. Because if this is going on YouTube, y'all don't like anything above a certain time, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I'm gonna try and keep it as short. And excuse the noise, it's Sunday. I live in an apartment block, so other people's kids are playing around. Yeah. So money mindset, making the decisions to invest in yourself, and changing how you approach money. In a recent post on my Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll show it here. You want to follow me because I share a whole lot of content there. I spoke about how money is not your most important asset. And I even shared it in my email list and in my community. And it is the truth. Money is not the most important asset. Because of the way society has indoctrinated us, we have this perception that money is the most important thing that you have to have, that it is the scarcest um, asset, the scarcest thing that you have to constantly work for. And something that I had to learn to do was understand that money is essentially just a tool. Money was created to serve us. However, we have created a situation, society, where we now serve money. And when we serve money, we operate from a place of scarcity. And this is often why, when you are trying to build a business, if you are approaching it from a place of scarcity, you start to struggle to actually make the money that you desire. Because a lot of times a number of people, prospect clients that will come to me like, I've been trying, I know what I'm doing, but this is not working. And most of the time when we start working with them, except you join offers that sell, which is like 30 days, and the 30 days is just like really owning in your offer and everything else. If you are joining my program such as influencer to see, or you are joining my program such as easy sales blueprint, we definitely start in a different direction. We start with the mindset training because one thing I realized, and I shared an article, I'll leave it in the link below, is that mindset plays an important role in growing your business, actually 80%. And the 20% that does actually gives you the results, which is the strategies, because you cannot think your way to success. You do have to implement strategies that are going to help you grow your business. And what I realized is that even though the 80, like you can have the 20%, I can give you the 20%, and I'm darn good at my job and darn good at creating strategies. And even if I give it to you for free, if your mindset is not right, if you have not overcome your own limiting beliefs, if you have not moved away from being a worker, having an employee mindset, to being an entrepreneur. I'm not saying self-employed, because when you're self-employed, it's different. You are employing yourself. But what I mean as an entrepreneur, this is somebody that legitimately wakes up in the morning with the intention to take some damn crazy risks. If you haven't not done that kind of work yet, and the leadership work that you need to do, it becomes very difficult for you to implement strategies that are going to create the momentum that you seek in your business. This is why a lot of times when you engage a coach, and I saw on a thread in another community, people were like, "Oh, all these coaching programs essentially just mindset training." The reason being is that a lot of coaches have realized that we do need to start today if we want to get you to experience any form of results. We do have to start with the mindset training. Because if you do not have that training, if you do not have the essential skills to navigate your mind when you encounter a level of resistance, you will never implement. You can spend up to $50,000 on a program and still think that there's something better out there, and keep investing into programs and never getting a result. And I'm not saying investing in programs is wrong, because I'm a huge believer in investing, and that has tremendously helped me, because when I've invested in my business coach, it was not necessarily just the strategies that I was looking for, but he was embodying something that I wanted. He embodied having a spirituality within his business. And that's what I was seeking, because I was tired of feeling like I was hiding who I was and what I believed in, because I felt like religion or spirituality, speaking about it, would antagonize people. So I was looking for that. And when I got a leadership coach, is because I was looking for something else in trusting myself as a leader for my community, for my business. Being a leader, I realized I had a level of self-awareness that it was needed for me to make these decisions. And this is something that I want to speak on, because a lot of times the biggest issue that I hear from a lot of people when they are looking to invest, it's, oh, I don't have the money now, or I don't have enough time. And I even touched on it on my newsletter, where I said time is not a problem. And in fact, money is not a problem, because we are resourceful. And this is what I believe. This is why I always say I am not in the business of convincing somebody to work with me. I am not going to convince you to work with me if you don't want to work with me. I'm not in that business. I'm in the business of empowering people to be the leaders that they need to be. So if you are looking for a coach with a cookie cutter strategy, like things like that, like just do A B C D and then that's how you do it. I'm not the coach for you, and then definitely you shouldn't invest in my program because my programs will require that you show up for yourself, not show up like because you're showing up on coaching calls or showing up to watch the material, but you show up for yourself to make decisions for your business. And that is scary for a lot of people. That is very scary. And I'll admit it was scary for me too. I remember making the decision to invest in my coach and I almost pulled out. I like, shit. Like, seriously, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to pull my resources like that? And then I caught myself because I realized this was scarcity speaking. Money is finite, money is infinite. So whatever I invest will come back. I believe in myself. I trust myself to make the decision because I know that I am capable. Money is made by people. Money does not make people. Money is made by people. So whatever I am choosing to invest comes back to me and more. And this is the approach that I have used continuously to invest. When I invested in a mindset coach, when I invested in a business coach, when I have invested in a leadership coach. And how I approach my investment decisions, I'm actually checking the time, but how I approach my investment decisions, it's simply how does this help me in the long term? I don't make investment decisions because the person is saying, oh, this is the amount of money you're going to make. Yes, it's nice actually. My coach is a seven figures coach. So yeah, I love that he gets results. But what I was investing in him wasn't just the money. It was okay. I want to embody spirituality in my business. I want to speak. I feel like I am called to more than just being a business coach, and I want to bring that into my business. And he's doing that. So let me learn from somebody that is doing that. That was my biggest deciding factor. That was my biggest deciding factor. And the fact that he grew to seven figures using organic marketing. And that was something that I wanted to learn. How do you do that? And of course, just like myself, he's not the type of person that say, do this, do this, do that, do that. He empowers you with the knowledge and the way of thinking that helps you create those results in your life. And definitely, I'm happy. Same thing with my leadership coach. He teaches you that the way to think to start making decisions for your business instead of approaching decisions from a scarcity mindset, approaching decisions as a leader and approaching decisions as a CEO, which was what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for A B C D E F G like different type of strategies. No, all the strategies that I need to know, I know, but I wanted to be able to think the way a CEO thinks. And this is how you make decisions. In the long term, how much time is that going to save me? How much better is my life going to be? Because if I trust myself, for example, as a CEO and as a leader, when I'm making hiring decisions, firing decisions, making decisions on the direction I want to take my company, I will not doubt myself. And for me, it saves me time when it comes to thinking. So that was what I was looking for. So it is important that when you are looking at investing, and I hope I'm making sense because this is really just me putting on the camera, putting on my light, because this has been ringing in my head, and I kind of just wanted to put it into a video so that you guys can hear my thoughts. So these decisions that you need to make when it comes to investing, and I say it in one of my posts, literally needs to be something that has to do with time. How does this benefit me in the long run in terms of time, in terms of growth in the long run, which is obviously time? How much time does that save me? And how much time does that give me? Freedom. Remember? So literally when we are making decisions in our businesses, it's literally all about time. It's not about money necessarily. Money is just energy, it's just a tool. But the biggest thing that we care about, if you think about it, is your time. The luxury to do as you please with your time, the luxury to go on holiday, that's your time, the luxury to take time to spend with your kids, that's your time. Everything is time. So that is essentially the most important asset that you have to use, that you have to think of when you are making investment decisions. Even if you're watching this video, you are paying me with the biggest asset that you have, which is time. You will not get these 15, 20 minutes ever again. You would have used it to watch this video and it's gone. That is the biggest currency that you have at your disposal. Time. It's not money. Money is infinite, it goes and comes back. Whether you have a job or whether you have a business, think about it. The money you spent last month, you probably made the same amount of money this month or more. So money came back. So when you're saying that you can't afford the program that you want to invest in, even if it's my program, even if it's not, I want you to start thinking, wait, how much will I be paying in terms of time? Okay, I'm not investing in offers that sell. Where Tanya teaches me how to create an offer that sells and brings me this type of revenue every month in the next 90 days, and teaches me how to create content that pre-sells my offers to prospects. So how much time? Because I believe that my ideal client, whether they work with me or not, will figure it out. It'll just take a lot longer, but they will figure it out. But the thing is, what if figuring it out is 12 months from now or 2 years from now? And you could have figured it out now. What would that cost you? What would that cost you if instead of figuring it now, you figured it out in 2 years from now? Because you will. You'll figure it out. I believe you will. I know you're resourceful. I know that you know what you need to know and you will figure it out. But what would that cost you? If 12 months from now, you still haven't got the results that you desire, you still haven't made the income that you want, you're still struggling to close clients, you're still struggling to attract ideal clients, what would that cost you? It will chip away at your confidence. It will make you not necessarily trust yourself. You might give up your business. And what would I do to you? Because if you are anything like me and you are anything like the person that I believe that you are, if you are watching me, then you must be. You are deeply passionate about serving other people. You are deeply creative and you want to make an impact. You want to change people's lives. And not being able to do that outside of making the money would hurt you tremendously. How would it feel to keep being the industry best kept secret? People don't know that you exist. How would that feel? Would you love it? Would you not? I want you to think about that. If we had to zoom 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and you still had never figured it out, even I believe you could, but what if you never did? How would you feel? That would have been 30 years, 10 years wasted and not getting your message out there. So that's how you think about investment decisions when it comes to your business, in a program, in hiring, anything. That's how you think. And this is how I think. This is literally how I've taught myself to think. How will this affect me time wise? And I have a coach and I have a mentor. I have a mentor, she's a multi seven figure business owner, not a coach. She has businesses, real estate, mines, and everything. And this is also something that when I would hang out with her or something, she would always tell me the biggest investment that I think is time. And this is a woman, she makes money, like she's in, and if I, in a net worth, in terms of monetary value, is in the eight figures, because she has a diverse portfolio in terms of revenue stuff. So this is literally what she'll say. She thinks time. If this is not being delivered on time, how will this cost me? Literally, when you're speaking to her, she'll be like, how much time will this need to get done? That's how she thinks. And then that's why I even shared in my video, in my newsletter, that I've been around a lot of people that have tremendous wealth, and I'm grateful that I'm able to learn how to think. And these people are not the type that brag about their money. And I mean, they're not braggedy and everything. This is something I've only seen in the online space. But yeah, time. Time is your wealth. Time is the most important thing. Because if you were leaving this world tomorrow and you have not accomplished your purpose, you have run out of time. And no amount of money can buy you time when you run out of it. And no amount of money can bring you lost time back. And this is what I wanted to share with you. So when you are thinking about your business, you're thinking about investing, you're thinking about decisions that you need to make in your life, consider time. And if for a decision that you need to make for your business, let's say investing in a program, you're like, I don't have time. I want you to go back and think about when you met your partner, when you met one of your exes or something like that, and you came back from work tired and they gave you a call, you made time to speak to them. When, let's say, you studied, because I had to pay for my studies at a certain point, and you were working a full-time job, you made time after work to study. You made time on weekends to study because you had the belief that what you were doing was important enough to invest both your money and your time into it. So the most important thing that you need to think of is this really important to me? Is my business really important to me? Is my business really something that I want if I'm not willing to invest my time into it? Do you really want it? This is something I have to ask you. Do you want it? Do you really want it bad enough? Because if you really want it bad enough, you will make a way. You will find the resources. It is not impossible. So, on this note, I'm going to leave you with that, to think about it and figure out how you have been making those much important decisions. If this is your first time, please subscribe, follow me on social media. Check out the links in the description. My Instagram will also be there, LinkedIn, wherever you want to follow me on. Let's continue to have this conversation. And hit me up via the DM what you thought of what I said. Was I talking BS? Or you agreed? Let me know also in the comments what are your thoughts. On this note, I'll see you next time. Bye.